Now listen, as of right now, 39 people have recovered here in the coastal bend from COVID-19. And I had the chance to interview one of them, 64-year-old Raul Garza, an Army veteran who proudly served our nation 22 years. A strong man, but a man who COVID nearly took away.
You know, when you're on that ventilator and you can't move, your mind takes you to some pretty dark places. And you know, I just told the nurse, I go, hey, end it, you know, just pull it. She said, no, we're not going to do that. You have to think positive. And that's why I say the nurses over there saved my life, because if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be.
Those doctors and nurses at Cristas Pond shoreline never letting Raul Garza give up, cheering him on after 4 weeks hospitalized, 3 in a coma, 2 on a ventilator, fighting this awful virus.
They know the fear, they know the danger of going into a room where I'm contaminated and I contaminate them. But they went in there, even the nurses, they go in there and they would tend to me, disregarding the fact that they can catch the virus. And I know they have families too, and that guilt weighed heavy on me. Thankfully, praise God, you know, none of them got hurt.
He thought he was passing kidney stones. Didn't feel well, he says, days after a trip to Puerto Rico.
And that plane was just jam-packed with folks. And the air was real stale. There were people coughing. And I remember commenting to my wife, I go, man, this is like a flying petri dish.
A few days later, he was hospitalized.
And I remember Dr. Ram showing me a little vial of plasma they were going to use to transfuse me. And next thing I know, I'm waking up 3 weeks later out of a coma.
3 weeks later, on Easter Sunday, he came to what he says is a miracle from God.
And the doctors and the nurses over at Shoreline, I owe them my life. They're truly angels sent from God to help. They saved my life. What can I say? I'm very humble, and I'm very thankful that they looked out for me. They didn't give up on me when I gave up. Thank you. I love you all.
He does. He's so grateful to all his nurses, everybody that helped him just get back to life. Mr. Garza is undergoing rehab right now, but he does plan to be ready to dance some polka, he says, with his wife on May 31st, which will be their 40th wedding anniversary.